Hello everyone, I just want to check in. So tomorrow is my graduation. Yay! Getting my AA degree, which is pretty awesome. Last semester has been not the funnest one. May not get straight A's this semester, but I've learned to accept that and deal with it. Because even though I had this huge expectation for college, it didn't quite go quite the way I expected. But when I actually stopped and I took a moment and I looked back and I was thinking back to my first semester. My first semester, I started late. Mind you, of course, if you don't know me, I dropped out of high school not once, but a matter of 3 times. And if you don't think that's possible, it is. I did that. Then I dropped out of college not once, but twice. This is my 3rd try. And I was so afraid when I started. So afraid that I wouldn't even make it through a semester because I had tried twice. I had failed. I hadn't even finished high school. I had to get my GED, which was awesome. Don't get me wrong. I was so proud of myself for getting my GED, but I hadn't actually finished any schooling besides that. My GED, I went and I took a test and bombed the test, and I was proud of myself. But as far as actually finishing a school with classes, almost terrifying for me. So when I started a couple years ago, I wasn't even sure if I'd make it through a semester, so I took it very slowly. I started doing part-time with 2 classes, right? Just 2 classes, because I wasn't even sure I was going to make it through a semester because I had tried twice and I had failed twice. I was just going to take it easy. So I'm like, you know what? We're just going to one step at a time. And I even actually started late. Yeah, I missed orientation, and I worked with the advisor and they got me in. So I ended up taking a 12-week course so that I could still start that semester. And as I thought about it, I knew it would take me longer than 2 years because I'd started with just a couple classes. I was okay with that. Heck, if I could finish the semester, I was okay with that. And not only did I finish, though, but I got A's. I'm like, no, that's cool, but there's no way I can do more. So I put more and more on my plate, and I finished within 2 years. It has been easy. Last couple of years, my significant other has gone overseas. I've worked full-time. I have 2 kids full-time. I've been paying on my house, and for part of that time, I was also the only one working. My fiance came back from overseas last year, and there was a lot of issues that arose, a lot of PTSD issues that came up. So I was dealing with a lot of that, and it was kind of hell on wheels. But we made it through somehow. Not sure. But either way, this last semester, I also decided to go and just quit my job and get another one too because, life stress. Adding life stress to my life. And of course, I took a giant pay cut, which was ridiculous. We don't need to talk about that. But anyways, so I just wanted to check in because a lot of interesting things have been happening. But I'm learning to take it one step at a time. And even in the last 24 to 48 hours, there's been a ridiculous amount of chaos. Within the last week, there has been a ridiculous amount of chaos. So a couple of years ago, I ended up replacing my fridge because, I bought the house from my dad, bank loan or whatever, but so the fridge went out, so I replaced that a couple of years ago. I'm like, well, I'll get to the appliances eventually. Now, mind you, my parents redid the kitchen almost 20 years ago, so I knew I was going to have to replace them eventually. But, I'm a procrastinator and I put things off. So the microwave kind of took a nosedive, so we've been using an alternative microwave. It still works, sort of. The door closes and it's partly there, And it may occasionally like to start fires, so you have to watch it because it likes to just start fires on the inside. So you have to watch it very closely if you want to try it. So we've been using an alternative microwave, and I'm like, well, we'll get another microwave eventually. No big deal. Well, then the faucet decided to break. And my significant other jumped up to the plate, fixed the faucet. He's like, yeah, even though he fixed it wrong. So then the hot was on the cold, and the cold was on the hot. But it was okay because it worked. Well, it stopped working. And he's in AT. That's like annual training for military things. So he's gone for a few weeks. And I could fix it, but I've been really, really busy. So we need to just replace it probably. No big deal. No big deal, right? We knew that was going down. Not a huge deal. So we're just, using the main water line as our faucet now. But, no big deal. Then the stove stopped working. That's the electrical. I have no idea. And of course, around the same time, we also came to the realization that we have a mouse problem. Even though, mind you, I have 3 cats. 3 cats. And a giant dog who's like a Great Dane. Who likes to go after rabbits, but apparently not mice. Cats are not reliable mouse catchers, by the way. I mean, they do catch them once in a while, but we might have a mouse problem and not enough cats. But I'm not going to go get any more cats. I have 3 cats. That's too many. Oh, well. Anyways, so, that was fun. And, no big deal, though. I mean, the oven, okay? Found a toaster oven in one of the cupboards. It worked. It's fine. The stove still works. We can make it. No big deal. It'll be fine for now. Then the truck decided to go. Our Expedition, our SUV, which I rely on so heavily to help people move and to do so much. I mean, it has taken us across country. It has moved so many people. At least a dozen or more people. I know it's been me a couple times, friends, family, it's helped them move. I've moved couches in that thing on junk days when my life. Anyways, and I kind of really attached to that. But now the engine's going. There's a little knocking because one of the rods are going, just went boom, but it's okay. It's okay. Because, so I've been letting my brother-in-law use that for work since, my fiance, he's been at AT, they work the same place, but, brother-in-law needed a ride, so I've been letting him use it. He was smart enough to stop at the father-in-law's, but the father-in-law told him, if you drive it to the junkyard. So, there goes my baby. But no big deal. No big deal. Because, as the universe does its wonderful magic, my father-in-law also happened to have a car that he was willing to give us for a couple $100. So, he could still get back and forth to work. No big deal. Okay? Well, so the next day, I take the car in and I get it registered. And, I probably should put insurance on it. Because, that's usually a smart thing to do. But I'm like, you know what? I'll do that tomorrow. Because I'm a procrastinator. And I have a lot going on right now. Working full-time, kids. I will get to that. It's one thing at a time. Probably should have got to it. But it really wouldn't have mattered anyways. Because even though Jonathan, my brother-in-law, even though he got pulled over the same day. Yeah, the same day I registered it. Yeah, it didn't have insurance, but the deputy was willing to say, I'm not going to give you an insurance ticket, but I do have to run your license. So I ran her license, and it came back suspended, so she was like, sorry, I have to arrest you. Okay, well, no big deal. No big deal. We can handle this. No big deal. And I was like, it's fine. I'll just have someone come pick the car up tomorrow. And she said that she's having it because she was having it impounded. And I was like, oh, cool. It's getting impounded. It's fine. Let's have someone come pick it up tomorrow. And she's like, well, I'm sorry, but because it doesn't have insurance, no one can come pick it up. And I'm just, okay. So After I got off work at 11 o'clock at night, almost midnight actually, I had to drive from work over to the sheriff's office, and while on the phone, I got insurance on that car because 24/7 lines. Progressive is awesome. Not that I'm saying anything for them. Anyways, oh, it's almost 10 minutes. I don't know if I should stop this. I'll do a checking in part 2 and tell you the rest of the story. Okay, bye.